Welcome to the channel. Let me ask you something before we start. Have you ever stood at baggage claim watching the belt go around and around, slowly realizing your suitcase is not coming out? That quiet moment where excitement turns into stress. Today's video is about making sure that moment never happens to you. Stay with me till the end, because one small habit you might be ignoring right now could be the exact reason bags disappear for days. Watch the full video because this is not about luck. This is about control. The moment you hand your suitcase to the airline, it stops being personal. It stops being yours in the emotional sense. From that second onward, your bag is treated like an object in motion. It is pushed, scanned, redirected, sorted, and timed. No one is checking if it is expensive, sentimental, or fragile. The system does not care who you are or how important your trip is. It cares about speed. It cares about efficiency. It cares about moving massive volume without stopping. If your bag slows that system down even slightly, it becomes a problem. And problems get removed from the flow. Most people believe luggage problems happen because something breaks suddenly. A zipper bursts. A shell cracks. That does happen, but it is not the main failure point. The real failure almost always starts much lower, right at the wheels. Those wheels feel smooth when you roll your suitcase across the airport floor. They glide. They feel harmless. But the world behind the scenes is not smooth at all. Your bag is slammed sideways by mechanical arms. It is twisted on sharp turns. It is forced across belts that are not clean and never gentle. Dirt, hair, fabric fibers, moisture from the runway, and chemical residue all work their way into the wheel housing. Over time, this mixture turns into thick grime. Friction builds. Heat builds. The wheel slows down. Sometimes it locks completely. A suitcase that does not roll properly becomes unstable. It drags. It resists movement. In the sorting system, that resistance causes timing errors. Sensors expect bags to move at a predictable pace. When one does not, the system flags it. Once flagged, the bag is pushed out of the automated flow and into manual handling. Manual handling is where time disappears. That is where connections are missed. That is where bags get delayed. When people notice stiff wheels, they reach for the wrong solution. They grab WD-40. It feels helpful at first. The wheel spins again. The noise goes away. But WD-40 is not designed for long-term use in dusty environments. It leaves behind residue. That residue attracts more dirt. Within a short time, the problem is worse than before. What actually works is food-grade silicone lubricant. Silicone dries into a thin film instead of staying wet. It repels moisture. Dirt does not cling to it. After every trip, take a few minutes. Remove hair wrapped around the axle. Apply a light spray of silicone. Spin the wheel. Wipe off excess. This simple habit dramatically increases wheel life and keeps your bag moving smoothly through the system. Once your bag is mechanically sound, visibility becomes the next issue. Airports are filled with nearly identical suitcases. Black hard shells dominate baggage claim. When your bag appears, you have only a few seconds to recognize it. Hesitation costs time. It increases the chance someone else grabs it by mistake. Many people add ribbons or dangling tags, but those are dangerous. Loose items snag on conveyor equipment. They get torn off. Sometimes security removes them entirely because they pose a jam risk. The safest way to identify your bag is with high-contrast color that lies flat. A bold strip of neon tape or a flat vinyl sticker placed directly on the shell gives instant recognition without creating a snag point. Your brain notices color faster than shape. One quick glance is all it takes. Timing is another area where well-meaning travelers make costly mistakes. Arriving early feels responsible. Checking your bag as early as possible feels safe. In reality, checking too early can increase risk. Airlines operate within defined baggage windows. Before that window opens, bags are sent to early storage areas. These areas are holding systems. Bags must later be retrieved, scanned again, and reintroduced into the live system. Every extra step adds risk. Retrieval delays, misreads, and missed induction windows all happen here. The most reliable path is direct induction. That means checking your bag when your flight's baggage window opens. Not hours before. Not excessively early. This allows your bag to move continuously toward the aircraft without detours. Legal issues are another invisible threat. Medication that is common and legal in one country may be restricted or banned in another. Airport scanners can detect pill-like densities. If your checked bag triggers a flag, it may be opened without you present. If authorities do not like what they find, the medication may be confiscated or the entire bag rejected. Countries like Japan, Singapore, and the UAE have strict medication laws. The safest approach is to carry all medication in your carry-on, keep it in original labeled containers, and carry a doctor's note if necessary. Never check medication. If questions arise while it is in your carry-on, you are there to explain. If questions arise in a back room, your bag may never make it onto the plane. Liquids present a different problem, one rooted in physics. At cruising altitude, cabin pressure drops significantly. Air inside bottles expands. If a bottle is filled to the top, pressure forces liquid out through the threads or cap. That is why shampoo leaks and coats clothing. The solution is simple. Create airspace. For flexible bottles, squeeze them before sealing so they pull inward. For rigid bottles, pour out a small amount. Always double bag liquids and place them in the center of the suitcase, surrounded by soft items. Do not place them against the shell where impact forces are highest. Human error at check-in is more common than people realize. Agents work under pressure. Mistakes happen. A wrong destination code or leftover tag can send your bag to the wrong city. The system follows the barcode, not your intention. Before leaving the counter, compare the baggage tag on your suitcase with the claim sticker you receive. Check the airport code, your name, and the flight number. 5 seconds of verification can save days of recovery. When it comes to suitcase design, the environment decides what survives. Soft-sided bags deform under pressure. When pushed sideways by sorting equipment, they fold and create friction. Straps and fabric edges snag. Hard shells perform better, but material matters. ABS plastic becomes brittle in cold conditions and can crack. Aluminum dents and can misalign latches. Polycarbonate flexes and rebounds. It absorbs impact without permanent damage and slides smoothly across equipment. It is not about luxury. It is about compatibility with the system. Some travel tricks simply do not work with checked luggage. Skipping the final leg of a flight may save money on paper, but your bag will always be routed to the ticketed final destination. Airlines notice this behavior. Consequences can include fees, canceled return flights, or lost loyalty accounts. If you are checking a bag, do not attempt it. Security inspections are another reality. Authorities are allowed to open checked bags. If they cannot open a lock easily, they cut it. Non-compliant locks or rigid metal shackles are often destroyed. TSA-approved cable locks allow inspection without damage and reduce snag risk in machinery. Plastic wrapping services offer little real protection. If inspection is required, the wrap is cut off and discarded. Packing strategy matters most when traveling with others. Packing by individual creates single points of failure. If one bag is lost, one person is left without essentials. A better approach is cross-packing. Distribute clothing across all bags so everyone has something if one suitcase is delayed. This simple strategy transforms a disaster into an inconvenience. In many cases, shipping luggage is smarter than checking it. Overweight fees can exceed shipping costs. Shipping services provide tracking, insurance, and door-to-door delivery. Heavy sports equipment and tools often arrive more reliably when shipped ahead of time. Always compare costs and risks before deciding. Tracking devices are valuable, but should not be your only defense. Batteries fail. Signals drop. Always include physical identification inside your bag. A simple card with your contact information and itinerary can reunite you with your suitcase when digital systems fail. If your bag arrives damaged, act immediately. Photograph the damage before leaving baggage claim. Report it at the service desk. Once you exit the area, your leverage drops sharply. Airlines enforce strict reporting windows. Packing physics influence survival. Heavy items belong near the wheels. This lowers the center of gravity and stabilizes the bag. Stable bags track better on belts and are less likely to topple or jam. Old barcodes and stickers confuse scanners. Remove them all before travel. Airline liability for checked baggage is limited. Valuables are often excluded entirely. Anything you cannot afford to replace should be carried on. This rule has no exceptions. Self-service bag drop machines often reduce error because you control the tagging process. Ensure the barcode lies flat and old tags are removed. Machines are consistent. Rushed humans are not. Spinner wheels offer convenience in terminals, but create exposed leverage points. Two-wheel designs recess the wheels and protect them from impact. They survive longer in harsh systems. Fragile items require immobility. Movement causes breakage. Build a tight nest using soft items. Perform a shake test. Silence indicates safety. Lithium batteries do not belong in checked luggage. They pose fire risks. Always carry them on. Smart luggage must have removable batteries, or it cannot be checked. Airport scales are unforgiving. Home scales vary. Always pack under the limit. Leave a buffer. Stress over a few pounds is never worth it. Documentation protects you when claims arise. Photograph contents, the bag, and the tag. Proof changes outcomes. Modern lightweight suitcases survive better because they generate less impact force. Less mass means less damage. Your suitcase is not unlucky. It is either engineered to work with the system, or it is not. Airports will not slow down for you, but if you prepare properly, you do not need them to. Control the variables. Respect the system. Travel smarter. And if this helped you, watch the full video again before your next trip, because missing one step is all it takes.